Ready?
Yep.
All right, everybody, it's Adam and Mike with Just the Tips for their segment called
From the Rough.
From the Rough. All right, where we get to respond to the comments that are left on our channel.
So today's not going to be directed at any specific person like the first one was.
Right.
Which is kind of why I wanted to make this segment.
Right.
Was just because people just, I don't know, just feel like saying stuff. So today's going to be more in generalities.
Okay.
We are on the putting green. We are hitting range balls. Okay.
One of the comments that received earlier was, why are you guys hitting range balls on the putting green?
Chipping with range balls.
Yeah.
Oh, and dude, your shaft wrap got ripped apart like 4 times.
Well.
Because, you know, they don't know. You know, we talk about shaft wraps pretty much every single video.
Yep. But some people like to think that I'm chipping with a Medicus or some kind of weighted trainer.
Momentous.
Yeah.
So I think we still got a couple videos kind of going a little viral, not in views, but more in comments.
Which is interesting because, like I said last time, when we first started, we just get a thumbs up or some smiley faces.
Right. Which
now people are having real conversations.
I think we made it. You know what I mean? Like when you know you're getting negative comments is when you made it, right?
Yeah.
Is that the rule? So, you know, people are still ripping on you for saying you got to earn it, right?
You got to earn the right to play through.
Here's the catch, guys, and this is something that's, I don't know, I think wrong with society and the internet these days is Adam's catching a lot of heat for what he said there. He wasn't saying that you have to earn the right to play through. What he was saying is if you're playing through, he wants you to be a little nervous on the tee box. That's all he was saying. He was saying, I'm going to bust the camera out. You got to earn the fact that you're playing through. You got to like earn a little bit of thick skin was what he was kind of saying.
And maybe I was being a little facetious too. And again, it was a 30-second clip of an hour and a half podcast.
And that's the thing. That's the thing that's wrong with society and internet is you're seeing a 45-second clip of a 60-minute podcast.
Yeah.
And it was chopped. It was chopped pretty perfectly, if I must say. Good putt.
We're going to work on the fist pump.
We got a couple other that people are like, we talked about how we were playing slow in Florida.
Yeah.
Now, when we were playing slow in Florida, it was me and you versus 2 other guys that we don't play with all the time. And we very rarely play with. It was a group of 8 guys. We had 2 foursomes. We were the front group. We were playing each other, 2 other guys.
Yep.
Now, in the opposite of our defense, we were slow.
Yeah.
Right? We were slow.
Well, first time looking at the course, resort course. We hadn't played in 3 months for real. You know, we were shooting stuff on the course.
But here's the deal.
Yep.
I'm going to say this so people, there is no excuse. We were fucking holding the entire course up.
Yeah, it's true.
There were reasons. I'm not saying that they're good reasons, but the reasons were we were playing, we had tons of money on the line. We had 18 different things we had to go through. Not justifying why we held the entire course up.
Plus, the speed in Florida was much different than we expected. We don't, in the Northeast, like a 415, 430 round is acceptable. Down there, anything over 4 was like an issue. Right. So.
Yep. But again, we were still not slow compared to here, but we were slow for there. Plus, we were first group out. And, you know, whatever, say we were 15 minutes behind pace. The point was we were holding the entire course up.
Yeah.
And that's not acceptable. But that clip, people are commenting on because, again, they're not watching the whole podcast. So they're saying comments in the comment section, just, you sound like idiots.
Yeah. Now, when you were watching just regular stuff on your feed, your personal feed, do you leave comments?
No. I click like on a video I like.
Yeah.
Right? And I move on with my life. So if there's something I don't like, guess what I do?
What?
I swipe away. I swipe away and move on with my life.
I got you. So, you know, when we're doing work for the channel, like, you know, I take care of TikTok mostly, you know, and I know we have good partners on there and people that, you know, really go out of their way to like and leave positive feedback on ours, and I'll take the time to do the same thing with theirs. But when I'm just scrolling through, what my wife call it, herkle-durkling, right? When you're just laying around looking at stuff, I'm not going to leave a comment. I might have a question.
I'm definitely not going to
Like-
leave a negative comment. If I
No.
got something, if I see something I like,
Mhm.
I might leave like a fire emoji or like a hot, whatever,
Yeah.
like a good comment. I'm not leaving shitty comments. I don't have time for that in my life.
Yeah.
Here's the next one. This one,
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised I didn't talk about it last week. I guess I had so much on my mind last week. This is the one I really want to
Well,
talk about.
you were really concerned about showing off your front yard, so that
Well,
was.
yeah, dude, my kids watched that one. They were like, anything to get your front yard in this. Front yard
I know
looks
about
good.
grass. Look at this.
Front yard looks good. If you didn't see it, go back and watch it. All right, I'll put it up in this one too. How
There
about
you
that?
go. Here you go. So here's Mike's front yard, right here.
Right here. Okay. Nope, that's not the golf course. That is my front yard.
So you were saying you missed one last week.
So, and I've said this a couple times in person.
Mm-hmm.
Now I posted a Tuesday tip,
Yep.
and I think it's like 38. It's about breakfast balls, right? And it says breakfast balls, a golfer's favorite meal of the day, right?
Yep.
Just a jokingly all the Tuesday tips
Are in
like
jest.
It's Adam
Yep.
from AI's voice
Yep.
reading
Yep.
a joking either tip or comment or something.
Yep.
Breakfast balls, most important meal of the day.
And what were some of the comments you got?
Breakfast balls is not real golf. That's for losers. Go play somewhere else. I think there's probably 1,000 comments on this post about how breakfast balls is not real golf.
All right.
Okay. Now, we don't play breakfast balls.
No.
We play in a weekend group that sometimes breakfast balls are allowed depending on who's in the overall group, right? If there's 16 of us, it all depends on that. But nobody uses
Well,
them.
the other thing is our course doesn't have a full-length driving range.
Correct.
So the
We
first
don't
time
have a-
you're hitting a driver is
Yeah.
on the first tee.
Yep, and that was a couple of the comments too.
Yeah.
It was like, all right, if you didn't have time to warm up, or if your course doesn't have a range, or things like that. So
Yeah.
our course does not. Our range, you're allowed to hit up to 120. Okay, so we're all just out there just warming
So
up.
until Mike fixed his slice, it was okay to hit driver.
Well, I mean, I parked my truck over there to catch all the balls. No, but and we don't. Nobody uses breakfast balls anyway.
No.
But I found it funny, and it made me realize there's two types of golfers out there. There's probably four. I sat and thought about this.
Mm-hmm.
There's four with like a couple of varieties of in-betweens. But there were so many people that lost their mind over breakfast balls. But then there was also so many people who lost their minds when I posted that one about don't wear jeans, don't wear cargo shorts, don't wear your hat backwards, remember?
Yep.
And they lost their mind.
Oh, yeah.
Lost their mind.
Yep.
I'm not playing golf today, guys.
I did
Okay.
a 10-minute
So
rebuttal.
I got a Puma shirt on, not tucked in as a t-shirt. I'm not playing golf, so
Are you allowed to be on the property wearing
yes,
athletic gear?
absolutely.
All right.
That is the rule.
Okay. Just checking.
So people lost their mind. That was going in.
Oh.
People lost their mind on that one as well, saying golf is so stuffy. Get out of here. Get out of here. Don't tell me how to dress. I'll save my work attire for work. Don't tell me how to dress. And it was the complete opposite
Yeah.
of the breakfast ball post.
Yeah.
Of the comment section.
Oh, it's true too.
It was like these
All right.
guys were like, I'm going to play real golf, no breakfast ball, blah, blah, blah. But then it was like, don't tell me to dress. I'll not tuck my shirt in. I'll wear my hat backwards, these things.
So you know what a Venn diagram is, right? It's the circles
circle,
where they
yep.
overlap.
Yep.
What percentage of people do you think agree both of those things, that breakfast balls are illegal and it's okay to dress any way you want?
All the ones who comment.
Yeah, I would say it's a small percentage.
Yeah.
So really, the posts do what they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
They're meant to entertain.
Yeah.
But obviously, we hit a nerve, and that's a good thing too.
Yeah.
Watch it, you just almost got hit off 18. So, but I think more to your point is that there's just a certain segment of the population that loves to leave a comment.
Yeah.
They need their voice heard.
Yep.
They need their opinion out there.
Which-
and I guess that's fine.
And listen, again, there are different types of golfers, right? Now we belong at Willwood Country Club, okay?
Yep.
Semi-private. So we do have a fair amount of people that come up here that play real golf, right?
Yeah.
Tucking our shirts in, collared shirts, no cargo shorts.
We got an email at the beginning of the year talking about dress code on the course and in the restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and
It didn't say putting green though.
they didn't say putting green. I think you're okay. I'll run interference. We'll in post we'll put a collar on that Puma shirt.
I don't know if I'm that good, dude.
We'll put a necktie on you.
A bow tie.
Bow tie. We'll
No,
form it
but
up.
you know, and I would say all our members are really good about it, right?
Yep.
You're a member at a private or a semi-private course.
Yep.
You're good about it, right? But you can see when you come in the afternoon here or during the week, it's a little more lax, right?
So, but should it be? So, just recently I had a chance to play a big boy course, Westchester Country Club. 750 members. They haven't had a new member in 3 years. It's very difficult to get a membership there.
Wait list.
Wait list. People keep it forever. When I drove up, I thought I was going to the clubhouse. I was going to the racquetball clubhouse where
Yeah.
they play tennis. Everybody that was there dressed in white. No other color.
Getting ready for the U.S. Open.
They're and again, I would assume that that's their dress code
It's
for
the standard.
you know.
So yeah, so having some of these places that have standards is really nice. So, but I bet when somebody brings a guest, one of those members brings a guest, and it's a guest like say you, right?
Yep.
We'll pick you, all right? Member at a semi-private course, and some guy gives you a good putt. Some guy gives you an invite.
Mm-hmm.
You've never been there before. He's going to give you a spiel.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, make sure you bring pants. You know, if you know whatever. Say you had to wear pants. He would give you a spiel.
Yep.
Pants, collared shirt,
Yep.
hat.
I was disappointed at the guy that we played with because we went to the dinner afterwards
Yeah.
and everybody there was a locker room attendant. It was pretty fancy, and they're like, oh, it's jacket and slacks for dinner,
Right.
and I only had my golf clothes. I was expecting like barbecue afterwards,
Yeah.
like normal.
But you didn't get the spiel. But that you also
didn't get
weren't there with a guest.
No,
Or,
I
mean,
was
a
there
member.
I was there with another guest. So
You were there for an outing.
yeah, yep. Get in there. Come on, come on, come on. There you go.
But then you have the other people, right?
Yep.
The Tuesday night league guys or whatever we want to call them. I don't
Yep.
want to categorize them in an offensive way,
Yep.
but you got guys that come out to have a good time, smack the ball around. Some of them might be good, some of them might not be.
Mm-hmm.
They want to have a couple beers and they want to have a good time. They don't care what the score is.
Yep.
You know, they want to shoot a good score.
Yeah.
But
Everybody wants to shoot a good score. They just don't want to put in the time and effort it takes to shoot that good score.
You know what I mean? So
Yep.
you have those guys. And then you have, you know, a couple different variations of the first one and a couple different variations of the second one. You know?
Mm-hmm.
And I think we're witnessing that on the internet right now.
Well, like I said, I don't think this is anything new. I think this is
It's definitely
more
not new.
you and I are experiencing it for the first time. And like I said, you know, I mean, I've always joked, but I mean it sincerely, that as a longtime salesperson and a former politician, you can't hurt my feelings. It's impossible.
Oh, yeah,
There's
yeah, yeah.
nothing you can say to me that's going to hurt my feelings. But at the same time, you know, it is like another good putt. It's like a sociology experiment when you have to say to yourself, like, what would cause somebody to take the time to write that?
Well, and that's
Yeah.
why.
Like, I don't- like that I don't
gave
get.
me crap in the beginning of this of like, Mike's getting caught up on the comments. I'm like, dude, I'm just baffled. Not baffled because I kind of knew it was going to happen, but like it just,
I don't know.
it's hard for me to grasp the concept of like comment,
Yep.
commenting.
So I have
like the
a,
one dude that we talked about last week. I'm like, dude, you really took the time to write that
Yeah.
and thought that.
So is it they feel that strongly about it that they have to comment on it? Like it really like I need to express my personal belief in an open public forum about it. Maybe. Is it that they got too much time on their hands?
Yeah. maybe.
Is it that they're starved for attention? Is it that they have such a valid point and we're so wrong that they need to put a halt to the information that we're
before
delivering?
it goes any further.
Yeah, I know.
We don't want you spreading misinformation.
So I have a family member who's long retired and unfortunately had some medical issues, and they don't, you know, they're not a shut-in, but they don't leave the house very much, and they love to argue politics on Facebook. That's their another good put. That's their full-time job, but they literally have a spreadsheet of responses that they can cut and paste in these. It's not even political forums. You know the guy. It'll be a golf topic, and all of a sudden Bryson's playing with the former president, and all of a sudden it's a political forum. You know?
Yeah.
Okay, but he's in there doing battle to the death, you know, with people, and his day. And I'm like, what is your goal though? What's the end game? Are you trying to change people's minds?
Yeah, that's a never-ending battle.
Yeah.
And that's what, you know, and listen, I don't expect this battle to end for us either.
No.
I just want to say, listen, we are trying to, I don't even want to say grow the game of golf because, like I said in one of the posts, I'm like, a lot of people have a bad stigma of golf because it's slow or it takes all day, like those kinds of things. That would have been off the green if that didn't hit the hole.
See, that's how you're supposed to put it in match play though.
Yeah.
So you got to get it to the hole.
You.
Yeah, you're welcome.
You know, I just think that if we're trying to get this information out there and somebody is doing the opposite of what we're saying, and I'm not saying our way is the end all be all kind of thing,
but it's the common, the typical.
When 99 people agree with us and then one person disagrees with us, well, here's the deal, dude. You're one of the people that should be taking the advice from the video, not arguing with the people in the comment section, and maybe go, maybe I've been doing this wrong.
Yeah.
That's all. That's all. We're trying to get a little bit of the unwritten rules out there, right? The etiquette, the pace of play, the letting groups play through properly, like those kinds of things, and we're trying to get them out there. And when you disagree, if you strongly see the opposite way, but all the other people see our way, maybe you're the guy that's on the course that needs to move your ass. You know what I mean? And pay attention. And that's all.
That's it. All right. That's pretty long.
Yeah.
I did want to mention one other thing while we're here. If you're at a Hampton Inn and you're not a Hilton Honors Diamond member, do not park in my spot, okay? There's 6 spots. There can't be 6 Diamond members in Buffalo.
But wait.
What?
But it's okay because you drive in the left lane.
Stay out of my parking spot at the Hampton Inns. That's a Diamond member. That's for me.
All right, guys. I'm Mike.
I'm Adam.
Just the tips.
Just the tips.
Just the tips.